see if they can set something up in the mid lane. Easy set of burst from the Tiny with the assistance of the Wisp could lead to an easy first blood. Top lane, making to go for the Bulldog. Fortune's Edge flies out. That means the Stomp is going to connect. Man's put to bed, but man, Spartan's like, I'm at 6 stacks, I'm burned to a crisp. He goes down, it's going to be...
Sidrin, of course, the coach for Aliiance. That's pretty ironic. S4 going on mid. Gets
whoa! That was a long ball toss all the way back under the tower and right towards Akke, who sets the whole thing up. Thug's like, you know what? Maybe I can get a creep to kill it, but Akke walks away and Thug goes down in hand. They're looking to make their move, and it's a convenient timing where they can also take some of the stack for themselves. There's going to be the stun. There's the toss. There's the coconut. Falls all the way back, but Thug soaks up the damage and walks away. A double rotation comes out, and even Skylark even shows up. And now they're going to look for some return fire. They're looking to make the jump on S4. Oh no! EGM trying to come into assist, but now it could lead to his own demise. They go for the hunt on both Akke and EGM. EGM, a valiant TP, is going to be able to make it away, but not so good for Akke. He gets a solo chrono just for him, and Skylark will pick that one up, and this game goes up. But yeah, in
bottom lane relocate.
Oh god damn it, I was trying to get rid of the freaking thing. Oh no, this is my bad. Okay. Bottom lane to relocate in will go
perfect for them, but Ben, it went almost as well as they could have hoped for. They've got the 2 tier 1 staff.
They're trying to get Akke here. Madara has to burst through a lot because EGM's making it so difficult. But he'll eventually get it. He's going to be forcing time lapse, and now he puts his sights onto the wind. Earth Spitter flies out, but he headers away to that range creep and avoids the trouble, but he will still get popped by maybe next time. So, excellent little nuke with the purifying. Any sort of game changer on the
bottom lane, relocate on Skylark again.
And they will punish him once more.
Bulldog finding the opportunities.
Yeah, very nice.
But Skylark is also very far pushed up, and you kind of have to expect things like that. You're playing versus a Wisp. EGM actually brings that swarm back into the swarm.
Anthony is so good at being able to exactly identify where the Wisp is going to be returning, and this time they almost are going to be taking a 2-for-1 special, but it looks like S4 catching up nicely here with the Alchemist, but
into a Tiny.
He drops down a ward, but Tiny's right there. Him and Bulldog will tag team this one. He tries to kind of nullify a bit of the burst damage with the Fate's Edict, but it's not going to be doing enough. He goes down, and Aliiance are on a bit of a hot streak here.
Yeah, and we did mention about the Weaver during the draft is Alliance's lineup is not really lockdown heavy. Like, it's able to just kind of like weave through the back lines.
Mid lane, Aliiance still feeling pretty frisky, looking to move past the tier 2 onto Skylark. He turns it around, gets a chrono onto 2, but there's no follow-up. The Alchemist obviously not a part of this one. Trying to maneuver from that top lane, but there's going to be another lasso. This one for the Weaver, and he goes down. No time lapse at all. It's not cool. It was on cooldown regardless, but a wonderful pickup for them. Nice little stomp. Akke's low, but there's no way really after he can get in there. Alice is thinking about intercepting. Maybe next time he's going to be forced to fall from himself to stay alive, but they're going to do a lot of bursts. It might be enough to finish him off, and it will. Loda continuing to move in and dishing out those quills. It looks like a relocate. EGM. Bottom lane. Where are we at here? Up in the jungle. They move back and over. A bit of an awkward start for Aliiance, but they are going to be able to make the move for Madara, but he gets the time-lapse off and makes it back and away into a false promise. And Aliiance will have to shift their relocate of that false promise there to get the time-lapse off. But this one ward from Aliiance, again, they placed the same exact ward, and it's doing so much work. Madara might get comboed up here. Boom! He goes down. Very nice for Aliiance. S4 now dominating, and every time they see the Greeks try to come in and intercept that sentry, but they still don't spot it out. Now they'll be able to take care of it. Will Aliiance still make something happen with it, though? It looks like they're making a jump in. Bulldog just flying up and over. Doug. Beautiful stun connection. The turnaround is going to be Skylark with a 2-man chrono. They're going to try to burst down the Wisp. They will be able to get it. But the cores muscle forward, and they're going to be able to finish off the Oracle. Now they're looking for Thug. Aliiance with numbers on their side. Look to rush down the big behemoth here. And he is just slowed and gooed and tossed up and down, and he gets shredded. Trying to get off any sort of potential suicide, but it's not going to be there. Skylark's going to be the follow-up. Madara gets back into the action, but now he's going to get hot tied up, and this will lead to an Aliiance 5-man wipe if they can get the finish, but he actually manages to get the time-lapse off, and Sakuchi's back. They see him now, and they look to go for him, but it looks like Aliiance might have to settle for the 4-inch push play. This choke point works very nicely for something like an Earth Splitter. Bulldog sidestep is going to be popping the Lincoln. Madara very low. Backing away here, but you're right, he used the lasso, not the force staff on that Lincoln, so it's going to be wasted. EGM gets targeted with the Crow, they try to burst him down, but they can't do enough. EGM's going to be able to tether away, and he's good. Meanwhile, Thug up in arms with that 4. First one to hit the deck is going to be the Oracle, and now Aliiance begin their invade. Skylark, the gatekeeper of the high ground here, not going to allow him to head up the path, while Madara, Thug, and company makes it work with Loda. Loda actually gets the better of it, while back on the other side, it's Skylark who's going to be isolated out on the right-hand front. They are up in arms, back in the mid. We can see it's Aliiance who swarm around the Madara Weaver, and they'll finish him off. Meanwhile, up and over, it's Spartan and Skylar desperate to try to get Bulldog, but they're not going to get it. It's S4 who rotates in, will be there for his buddy, and Aliiance sweep through another wonderful team fight. Are posturing here. They are definitely on a very defensive position, but Aliiance are just really kind of starving them out now. It's slowly beginning here, taking more than jungle. Lasso pull back here. Bulldog is able to snag up Spartan, and even to relocate, pulls in S4 so they can just secure that one. Elder Titan goes down, and Aliiance find an opportunity, maybe pushing for a +1 objective in this mid-tier 2.
Yep, they should be able to get a trade at least.
He gets that tier 1 in the top lane and quickly rotates to the mid here, where possibly Aliiance will begin their siege. I mean, you got that Aegis here to work with now. Loda going to be the tanky one in the front lines. No Aegis for him though, so can't overextend too much. S4 though, jumps in, toss back for Thug, straight into his stun connection, but that's going to be the Skylar counterplay. Looks to get the good chrono, it catches 2, but Madara alone is not going to have enough damage to be able to get any sort of cleanup play. Thug healed up nicely though with help of False Promise and his Hook Rage. While Skylar, briefed up away, avoids damage of the Death Ward, and now Chaos breaks out. As Finem looks to isolate Loda, he is going to be a real tough cookie to crack, and he is on pursuit for Madara. S4 is going to be able to isolate and pick up Skylar. Loda very low, it's just taking too much time, and Thug still not going to be able to get a beautiful force, sends him to the high ground. Wonderful play from Bulldog. Thug saved up in the meantime from the False Promise, from the Fate Phoenix actually. Whew. Crazy fight there, and we're not done yet. Bulldog's got a new lasso, pull back on, and well, Skylar's chrono is back up. There goes the Earth Splitter, but there's going to be a snag on Spartan. They're going to pull him right back up, and they're going to try to burst down the Elder Titan, getting rid of that natural order from the fight before it can even begin. There's the chrono now, catches out Akke and S4, but with a Crimson Guard pop, he's just tickling him, so can't do much about it. Skylar feeling pretty useless at this point, and Aliiance saying, nah, no bother, we'll just go for the confident with their huge farm advantage that they could try to close this one out. Finem just waiting patiently to hope for an opening. Madara trying to creep it from the north, from the S4. Person with the stun. Splitter just there and then for nothing. Just them out. Whips completely. Okay, now Madara, of course, pops the link in, so Bulldog will get the lasso play, pulls him back. Decent Skylar chrono. They are going to be able to take down both supports, but the cores are still alive and well. Well, for the meantime, as they are split up, Bulldog's going to have to head south away from this fight, and Thug just determined to run down Loda. Here comes the concoction play. Loda, creeping with the 18 camp right now, is forced into a corner, and it looks like Admin will finally be able to take up
their levels up, and they all have the appropriate levels now.
Yeah. And you do have a Batrider. Might be tricky though for Bulldog to be able to get there and find the appropriate target to kidnap and pull out and allow us to get that number advantage.
Oh, they actually get stop on the whip that.
Yeah, he's whoa, Earth Splitter, they're going to be able to take out EGM. Might be forced to fight back. He will, but S4 already goes down. He doesn't have Aegis, and we'll be able to fight back for another day. Loda makes the move. BKB going to be popped, and then they take the reload capability back in. EGM joined side by S4 as Madara retreats up north, backing away, but Aliiance not really able to get inside the base and do anything with it, and they're the ones that lose the most in this fight. So, swinging him towards the top lane, while Skylar, no, not going to be able to get the connection, but it actually will be on EGM. I just saw that. EGM does go down. This could be a wonderful start for Finem, and they quickly clean up the following support here. But yeah, Aliiance inside the base, S4 walking down these racks. Finem persistent though on getting the flank play, but it looks like they are able to snag up the Skylar facing Void. Thug makes the move in, but it looks like he'll be the one stunned up. Madara going to be going down. He does have a buyback. Might need to use it here to help his buddy find Thug. Thug is going to get hit up with False Promise as he tries to chemical raid his way back into this. Will heal up promptly, and Aliiance do decide to double back. They already got what they needed from this lane, but
for the trade.
They are not going to get it. Look at him. He is running. He's going for the Megas here. If Aliiance can stall out this fight in the top lane, they will get exactly what they need. And there he is, S4 in the base. Will force out the buyback. Oracle, I don't think you can do it alone. Meanwhile, Thug is able to get the finish, takes Jugular here. The only chance we have to win is to make a fight happen here and make the game win.
They got S4 in the chrono. There's no relocate to bail him out.
Oh my goodness. Can they take him down in time? He will have enough money, looks like, for possibly a buyback, and he will. 90 seconds, he'll be put in the sidelines otherwise. But can they do enough to kind of just breach and get in to the Aliiance court? S4 now going to be forced to fight back here. Bulldog makes a move, BK beat up, grabs a hold of the gun, tries to pull back. Oh, and actually looks to go for Skylar, but he gets the False Promise, and he will be saved. Thug gonna be time, looks to go for Loda. Loda, his eyes are on the prize. He's gonna get Oracle and finish him off here. And Aliiance are gonna be able to keep him backing away. And as you mentioned, that last rack did go down. It's Megas at Finem. If they don't get this fight, they don't get this game. Aliiance, though, looks like they are gonna be able to do it. They make their move for Madara, and well, Madara looks like he'll be able to creep his way out from the trouble. Doug makes his move for Akke. Ooh, Akke gets the Ghost Scepter off. Will live, but not so lucky there for Bulldog. But it's not looking so good. In the end, buyback is going to come out from Aliiance. They know that the game is theirs. If they can just simply take this fight, and it looks like they may. They make their move for Madara. He's out of the game for 90 seconds without a buyback. Doug, their other last hope of a core, about to fall, and it looks like he will be dropped. 100. Aliiance can just bully back Finem towards their fountain and try to go for the tier 4s. Not if Thug has anything to say about it. Spartan, unfortunately, though, will be caught out by Loda, and his Abyssal gets locked down. False Promise will be able to keep him alive inside the fountain so he can fight on for another day. Thug, not able to save one of his tier 4s, makes his move for S4, but now gets caught between 4 here. He's just trying to isolate EGM, but he's not going to get that. Bulldog gets the last open. Skylar jumps in, gets a nice 3-man chrono here. Loda, though, makes his move for Thug right on the backhand side, and that's going to be the end of him. But just as he falls, Madara comes up, but that will be game. A hard, resilient fight from the Greeks, but Aliiance, they do it, and they will take game number 1.
Yep. I got 4 incorrect predictions.
I got 1.
Nice.
I got 1. But nonetheless, stellar performance from Aliiance here in game number 1. You know, you recognize with the